Well, good evening everyone, and I hope you are all having a very wonderful day. My name is Henry, and today's live stream, well, it's the first time in a year. Last stream was on 4th of September 2024, and I can't really tell you, there's no specific reason why I haven't been streaming. It is just that, well, life happens sometimes. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to try and get a few things sorted here. I'm just trying to see if I can get everything that I need open on my screen, and it seems to be working 100%. Okay, so yes, what are we going to be doing today? Now, I have been working on this little iron farm behind me, and it is currently not switched on. If I just have a little go about it, if I switch this lever, the villagers will get scared, and then the iron golems should start spawning up there. As you can see, it is working, but it is loud, and for now I have enough iron that I don't need to stress my head over the little bit of iron that I'm not going to gather while I'm not here. I will quickly just go up to the surface and give you a little walk around, show you whatever we got in this world so far. I mean, I do have a 500-day world tour video coming out tomorrow, which I hope some of you at least would watch, and currently we are on day 639 because I have been building even more after recording that video. But you will just need to keep an eye on the channel to stay up to date with what has been going on. Now, I don't know, is it turning night time? Can we sleep? No, we can't sleep yet. It's definitely not dark enough. And I don't know, where can I see? I don't know, I can't see if there's anyone watching at the moment, but that doesn't matter anyway for now, because we're just having a chill stream, and no obligations, no hard set plans. There you go, nighttime, so I can have a little nap, and then we will see what happens when I go upstairs. So while I was moving this iron farm down to the depths of the earth, or not the depths really, I just went like maybe 20 blocks down, maybe a little more. I think the roof of the iron farm is about 20 blocks down. But while I did that anyway, as I said, the zombie got to my villagers. And that meant I had to go to the nether to find some blaze rods so that I could brew a potion of weakness and heal those villagers. But that's all done, and that's all turned out really well, because now the villagers are giving me even better pricing on my mending books and fortune books and all the books and glass and lanterns and everything that I am getting from those villagers in the iron farm. But anyway, as I was saying, I paused the iron farm for now because I've got 5 stacks of iron blocks, but that's not all. This barrel is full to the brim with iron blocks, so for the time being at least, I think we will be okay. Anyway, I think I should just clean up my inventory a little bit, and this chest monster I will need to deal with as soon as possible, I think. But let me see if I can just clean up a few things, and then I think that's alright. This is a little bundle that I've got with fish. If I see a cat running around that I might want to, you know, tame and make my friend, I have the fish on hand in the bundle. Now the bundles, I always forget to use them, but they have been coming in useful from time to time. Now let's see. Anybody up for a little bit of a quick tour of what we've got here? Right over on this side, this tower thingy you see here, this is my crop storage silo, and well, the crops has been coming in really nicely. Now filling up, but we've got about space for roughly about 20,000 of each crop, so I'm not concerned that it will be overfilling anytime soon. This is my source for XP and emeralds, so whenever I need to come and heal up my tools, I just come over here and use these villagers. I think I've got about 13 of them, 8 or so in the little market stalls, and then a few more doing the farming for me. Now over this little white farmhouse, this was meant to be my, what should I call it, my villager breeder, but when I was building it, or not building it, well, at least when I was done building it and I started decorating, I got a little carried away, and they eventually turned out there wasn't space for my villager breeder. But not a problem, I just went downstairs and made a little hole for the villagers to breed in. I can show you if we go down. I can just have a little quick show of the villager breeder, nothing fancy, also nicely decorated, I'd say. But whenever I drop bread through the trap doors up in the roof, these guys will start getting... Oh, what's going on here? There's supposed to be 2 of them in here. Oh, there are 2 here. What's this guy doing? Is this guy stuck? There you go, my friend. Better. I don't get stuck again. Okay, no, I'm just not going to put... I think there's enough lanterns and light in here. So let me just go out and show you a little more. If we follow this path, we've also got a nice little red barn over here. Now this barn is really something. I've got my wool farm up top on the top floor, and then we've got a few barrels down here just sorting and collecting all the different wool that comes from the wool farm. Now if we have a look up here, you'll see the sheep nicely penned up, and some of them aren't being sheared anymore because my shears has run out. I do want to come back in here and put maybe 2 shears, because if one shear, I only placed 1 shear and that got me almost 1 row of the barrel filled, so 2 more shears should get me more than enough wool for what I would need to use wool for, which in general is decoration. Anyway, if there's anyone in the stream at the moment, why don't you just leave a comment, tell me how's the audio? I do have a little bit, I mean it's rainy season over here in South Africa, and I do have a lot of crickets making a lot of noise. I did add a noise filter and things to my microphone settings, but the chirping of the crickets are still coming through. And I guess I shouldn't complain, it is nature, and we are all about nature on this channel. As I said, what I want to do in this stream, or what I want to at least start work on, is the skeleton spawner, which is right across there underneath that mountain. So I want to maybe make it a little bit more beautiful, make it just jazzed up a little bit, I would say. And I just need to take a little bit of resources with me, because I've got an idea, but it's not going to be a quick and easy one. Now currently the skeleton spawner is working. I am getting loads of arrows because I've got mending on my bow. Because I mean, infinity is nice and all, but mending I think is a better call, especially if you've got a skeleton farm that's providing you with all the arrows you need, and if the skeleton farm doesn't give you enough, you could always have a villager trading emeralds for arrows. Now let me see, I would want a stone cutter. How do we... What's going on here? Am I using buttons for fuel? That's strange. Anyway, let me just see. What do I need to make a stone cutter? I'm so lazy for remembering recipes. Stone, we've got plenty of stone. Then I've got a stone cutter, and then I need to think. Maybe. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll just go to the spawner, drop off these resources, and then from there on decide and see what we can Hey there, this world is we are currently on day 640 of this world, so not a very old world, but not a brand new world either. Rotten flesh. It's not the best one, but at least we've been getting, if I could show you, I have 8 phantom membranes and 38 rabbit-eyed, and I gained them all from just sleeping and the cat bringing me goodies every morning. Now I think let's go over to the skeleton spawner, and then we can have a little bit of a look of what I've got in mind to do there. Now this horse is, well, I think really one of the faster ones I could have gotten. My first horse was so slow, I eventually had to retire him. It felt like walking was pretty much as fast as using the horse. So right through here, close to the surface, we've got the skeleton spawner right behind this wall. And I want to expand this little area, get a automatic bone meal crafter and all those things in here. and maybe make it look a little bit more, well, can I say prettier? Anyway, I just heard the skeletons drop, so they will start coming in right in this tunnel through here. But anyway, while we wait for them, let me drop off these resources. I do want to go and collect a few more things that I want to use in this build. Stone cutter, we'll just plop it down here quickly and wipe these guys out. And then I guess, me being me, I always say proper preparation prevents poor performance. Now, I always say that. I personally hardly ever stick to that, so all that means is I keep having to run up and down between my base and wherever I'm busy building, because yes, I don't plan properly, I guess. But at least it's not that far, and this horse is nice and quick to get there. Now, I want to get a little bit of redstone to do a few things there at the skeleton spawner. Let me just think quickly. How do you make redstone lamps? I think now many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that will be good. Then I do want to take a little bit of dirt with me as well, and I do have torches. Then I guess I can go and just disable that spawner while we work on it. So the idea of this world, or what I've got planned for this world, I do want to, every build I make, it needs to be, number one, functional, and number two, I want it to at least look good. If not perfectly good, it needs to look at least halfway decent, I would say. And this at the moment simply does not give that halfway decent build sort of vibes. Now I'm sure these skeletons are going to try and shoot me once I do this. At least they shouldn't be able to really get to me. Where is that spawner? I'm not gonna be able to reach it from here. And look, I've got decent enough armor that I shouldn't need to worry too much about these few skeleton hits. But you know, can never be too safe. And I am one that does sort of die too much in this world, even though I have to say I haven't died once in this world. There you go, Skelly. And another one. Oh. Okay. Just fill up my arrows here. Bone blocks. Alright, so now that we've lit up this thing, let me just go and deal with that water situation quickly. Do I have only one bucket with me? But that's alright. I think I've got a a water source down here somewhere. Okay, yes, I do have a water source. Let's just do this. And then right for now, I think I'm just going to get this water stopped like that, and then let's just pick up this water block. Alright, so this I believe I need to change to a stone wall. That might help to get the skeletons up there quicker. And then I think this 1, 2, 3, maybe 2, 3. I've used all my scaffolding and I haven't made any new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 1, 2, 3. So I think, is this the center? Where is the center? This one is the center. So let me start by putting these redstone lamps into the spots I want them. There, and over here. Then one. Confusing. Anyway, there you go. And then we're gonna put one just right here underneath the spawner as well. And I'll lay some redstone to just connect all of them up to a little switch. And we can... let's do this. Let's do this. Get the scaffolding out. There you go. And then I'm going to need to decide where I'm going to put the lever to switch this thing on and off. But that is a minor adjustment I would need to make. Well, now let's see if we can open this up a little bit. And see how best can I get the redstone connected for these redstone lamps, because now I'm not sure if I do this place the redstone down. Yeah, that's not connecting to this block over here, but is it going to power it? Yo, I'm starting out with redstone, or learning how redstone works, and how am I going to do this? Or should I just, if I bring it down, it's not, why not? Okay, a little bit confused here as to why this doesn't want to work. If we do that, we put the lever up here, will that work? Okay, so that will work. Oh, coal. Ah, loads of coal. Always grab that. Okay, but now if I move this one down, I'm going to have to move all the other ones down as well. Otherwise... But if I place a torch below the lamp, this is my concern. Place a torch below the lamp, it's going to show here, and that's not what I want. The repeater I didn't think about, but I think this way that I've got it set up now should work. This should work fine, I think. Because the redstone goes directly into the lamp from the back, not coming from the side over here. That definitely seems to work. Now I just need to move all the other lanterns, I guess. That's not a problem. These walls are gonna come out anyway because I want to decorate it. Personally, I know it's not always very visible, but I do like just to make the spawners look a little bit nicer. Don't I mean, Minecraft is the sort of game where we can do whatever we want to do, and I like to have all my builds just look a little bit like, I don't know how to say it. I like to have my builds just have a little bit of character and look a little bit decent. Anyway, fortunately I've got a bed right here to sleep the night away. Now, what is it, Dino Dan? As you said, probably am going to need a few redstone repeaters to do this whole circuit, and again, poor preparation, poor planning from my side. What do I need to make redstone repeaters? Quartz, redstone lamps, or is it only redstone lamps? I have to see. Repeater. Yes, okay, no, so I've got everything I need to make that. No, for redstone repeater, I don't need quartz. For the comparator, I need quartz. The repeater is only stone and 2 redstone torches. Yes. Don't worry about it. I always need to look up recipes. You wouldn't believe it, I've been playing Minecraft for over 13 years and I still need to look up most vanilla recipes. I'm so used to playing bigger mod packs and having the roughly enough items, or just enough items, isn't even the name, but having that sort of mod pack with all the recipes right on the right hand side of the screen just does make me, it makes you lazy to just keep up to date with making making things, and then this recipe book that you have right in your crafting interface. I honestly, that doesn't make the forgetfulness any better. Okay, so yeah, so if I'm right, if I do the redstone like this, it should so that should work. Yes. Perfect. Yes, Dinodan. It's you know what? Growing up as a child, I used to be able to remember so many phone numbers. These days with cell phones and your phone book in your cell phone, geez, I think I only remember 2 or 3 phone numbers these days. And that's a sign of how dumb technology does make us, because I think we are relying on technology so much that, I mean, it's there to be used, I guess. You don't need to take up your brain power to remember things anymore. So let me just do this. Now, am I going to just run around the back here? Yes, I have to agree with you. It's maybe using the word dumb is totally the wrong word, because if I going to like high school, or he's in high school now, I think 8th grade, and it's just finishing 8th grade this year, and if I see the things that they are doing in school now, things has changed from the time that I used to be in school. I guess technology, yes, it makes us do things differently, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think, well, in fact, it's totally not a bad thing, but I guess it's just something where we need to adapt. And today, if the children don't... what am I doing? If kids don't adapt quickly enough, they get behind. And I've also seen the way that they use technology in schools these days. I mean, it's something that I didn't have access to in my day, and well, I probably makes me sound really, really old. But yes, I think the way that technology has evolved, it's to make our lives easier, make things simpler, and with the easier and simpler things because of technology, it allows us to focus and use our brain power for other things. What the... Where the hell did this freaking creeper come from? Bloody hell. I should I should really cover up this area, make myself safer, because that... Well, my armor and things are strong enough to not have to worry too much about creeper explosions, but geez, The jump scare, I'm telling you. The jump scare is what gets me every time. So I think let me... Jeez, that thing did cause a hell of a lot of damage here. My word. Fucking hell. Okay. Let's see, how are we going to... Better just do something here. Can't do that. This be okay, safe enough for now, I guess. This good. Oh, creeper can still get in here. Bloody hell. Well, at least I didn't die from that. Could have been worse, I guess. This is going to be a little bit of a problem, but okay, I've got enough water here, I can just close that off. And alright, back to my base, because the redstone I obviously well, I shouldn't say the redstone that I thought was going to be enough, because it was never going to be enough. But it has run out, and I guess it's time for sleepy sleep again. Because otherwise more of these nasty bloody green creepers. I told somebody in a stream the other day, the creeper has the perfect name, like creeping up on us like that. Anyway, I guess it sort of just gets the heart pumping again, having a creeper blow up right behind you. I do have the flashback playing, so when I'm done with this stream I'll go and have a look, see where that creeper came from. Maybe we can make a short and everybody can laugh at me for not paying attention to what's going on around me. I think my redstone supplies are, well, redstone supplies. What supplies? Only got 38 redstone. And okay, but I do have a solution. Let's just quickly do this. I think I should have some redstone, or not a lot, but we can just fortune it and hopefully get enough for this part of lighting up the skeleton spawner area. We'll need to go and see, and currently I've only got one, what is it, a cleric villager that trades redstone. So since I haven't been using too much redstone, it didn't bother me. But I guess I'm going to have to work on another one or two, or a few clerics. This should do for now. Anyway, guys, yes, while I'm this side, have a look at my little hole. We've just passed Y level 0 on here, and I'm digging it out without a beacon just because I want to dig a hole down to bedrock. I maybe have an idea what I want to do in this hole, but that's a very, very long-term project. It's not something I'm going to get to anytime very soon. Let's go and finish hooking up this redstone. Anyone well, you know, it is just a hole for now, but I've been having an idea what I want to do there. Maybe build a one of the ideas. Let me tell you something that I have been thinking of. Other than just digging it out to bedrock, I was thinking maybe I could build like a vertical. Have you seen the? I've seen somewhere about that line city they are building there in the desert. So what I was thinking, maybe we can build like a little, maybe like, what shall I call it, a vertical village. So going from bedrock up to build height, and see what sort of, maybe we can put, I don't know, a whole city in there. I guess it's enough space for a whole city if you would want to do something like that. So that's something that's been playing in my mind for that project. But as I said, for now I'm just making a hole in the ground. No specific reason other than, I think, gathering resources. As you always run around all over the world to get resources, and I guess I've been getting quite a bit of stone and well, deep slate now that I'm on deep slate level. So now maybe you can help me here. How am I going to light this up? Will it work if I well, I guess it will work just bringing a redstone line to this block here like that. Now I left my lever up there. Is it stone? So yes, this will power it. So maybe just do a little something like so. Can I? Yes, I believe we just connect the redstone like this. So, is it? Oh, I see. Okay, well, at least I've got another repeater to put in there. Must I put the repeater? Yeah, connected. So there we go. Lighting sorted. I just need to decide where am I going to put the lever so that I can activate it. Yeah, I guess we could call it sort of like a trench town, but well, let me go up here quickly. Okay, I don't need to go. I'm using this free cam mod, which is really nice. I try to not use it to cheat, but it is convenient. So the original idea I had when I first started out with the pit, I've done I tried to do a little bit more of a story series about the pit, and the idea I had, this pit, the center of this pit is 0, 0, 0 on X, Y, and Z coordinates. And then eventually long-term, very, very, very long-term plans in each direction, let's say 2,000 or 5,000 blocks in each direction, north, east, south, and west. We are going to build mini towers, and they will sort of, if we're talking about lore, the 5 towers together will provide the player with unknown riches and power, I guess. I'm not one for thinking out too much lore. I just like playing and building, but eventually I guess if you want to have a more immersive sort of world, the lore is going to creep in there, I think. All right. So now that we've got the lighting situation sorted out, I wanted to quickly check. I've got a schematic of I do have a document where I've laid out a few things I want to do. Now this wall right here, I'm not sure if it's going to be flush. But I guess what I can do for now to just to have a little something, let's say a temporary switch. Let's see if we just do redstone here, and we put a lever there. Then I'm going to need another repeater, which now shouldn't be a problem to make. There we go, and then we can just put it there. That should light up all of them. Okay, perfect. let me just go and have a sleep. Give me a second to just have a little hydration. I'm not used to talking this much. I think that's the one big difference about just recording videos, editing them, and doing a live stream. The live stream, you have to be talking quite a bit more, and with recording videos, you just record your clips and put them all together in editing. Nice cold water. No adult beverages here. But anyway, as I was saying, with the difference between the recording clips and editing the videos and then doing live streams, I think one of the things that I've missed about live streaming is the immediate feedback. Like, I know, Dan, you've been giving me feedback when I mess things up, or when I don't know what I should be doing or how to do what I want to do. And I think that's one of the nicer things of actually live streaming. You have that immediate feedback, and well, other than that, just having somebody to talk to while you're playing the games also helps. I thought, I saw I need to replace this with a stone wall. Does it really make a difference using a stone wall versus a fence? Well, it has been working. Obviously, the skeletons did get stuck right here, which isn't ideal, but it has been working. Maybe it's been working because the skeletons pushes one another into the water stream. Now, let me think, what am I going to do with the floor down here? I'm just going to maybe use yeah, maybe for the floor we can just do polished deep slate. I mean, it's going to be underwater anyway. So this time when I built this skeleton spawner farm thingy-majig, I only went down 3 blocks. I think you can, actually you only need to go down, is it 2 blocks underneath and 3 on top? I used to always do it 4 up, 4 down, so you've got a 9 by 9 by 9 cube. Which is, well, I guess you can do it however you want. I'm just thinking of the minimum requirements. I think it's 3 below and 2 above, or is it 2 below and 3 above, or something like that. Now, I do this as well, like so. Yes, and then the water will go there, so let me just do that. Well, the mob farms with using these skeletons, this or the spawner, not just skeleton, it works just as well with the zombies as well. It's really very simple, and if you're you don't mind having to, well, punch them a lot more. You don't need the water stream going up. You can just put your water stream this side and let it flow to the wall over here, have a hole in the wall, and just cut them down with the sword. There's so many ways to do it, and some more complicated than others. So this, well, let me say this. Usually, you would build a skeleton or a mob grinder or mob farm using a spawner to get experience. But now I get all my experience from trading with villagers. So the only reason why I have this and want this is basically for bone blocks and arrows. Since I've got mending on my bow, I need a good supply of arrows, and yeah, that's maybe one of the few reasons why I'm actually building this. And then the other thing also, if I find a spawner, I have to do something with it. I can't just like leave it there to its own devices or whatever. And especially one like this, which is, it's so close to the surface and really not far from my base. So you have to use it. What was I? Yes, I need more polished. Get that. So this world that I'm playing on, it's actually, I started this world on the same seed as the guys in Hermitcraft Season 10 used. So obviously, I don't know if you've watched Hermitcraft or if you're into Hermitcraft at all, but using the seed that they've used, I obviously know quite a bit of where a lot of the things are, and there is there's definitely a skeleton spawner much closer to where my base is, and there's also a zombie spawner very close, but they are quite deep underground, and this one being so close to the surface, that's the reason why I decided to go for this one first. I mean, I do have an idea where the other two are, but I haven't found them yet. As I said, I could probably easily go and use free cam to just go underground and cheaty cam, like cheaty cam like this, to just see where things are. But I try not to do that. I mean, the free cam is really nice for when you're recording videos, or like in the live stream, just if I want to quickly show something. It's very nice. So who's your favorite of the Hermitcraft gang, if I can put it that way? Do you have more than one favorite, and why would you say they're your favorites? I mean, personally, I have more than one favorite, or I don't have a favorite. There's quite a few of the hermits that I've watched which I really enjoy. But when it gets to getting inspired by the hermits, BOO is definitely one of the hermits that has inspired me, and I've gotten quite a few nice tips from watching BWO's videos. I mean, if you look at his base in season 10, it's not a mega base. Okay, he did work on that, on Impulse, on that city with Impulse. What, Pixel Pulse Valley, if I remember. That was, I guess you could probably say that was his mega build for the season. But if you look at his base, his base is so simple, but yet beautiful. The way that he explains how and why he does things, it's just inspiring. Yes, look, Hermitcraft season 10 was the first season I actually followed, and I did, well, me watching Iskal's videos. To be honest, I started watching it after the whole thing of him leaving Hermitcraft. And I think him leaving Hermitcraft, all the nastiness and things surrounding that sort of got me into watching his point of view of Hermitcraft. And then from time to time I do watch Iskal's live streams on Twitch. He's playing on Vault Hunters. So I do like him. I guess I don't know enough about the whole situation to say anything about it really. But yes, I think with Iskal, something that I do like, I like, might seem silly or might sound, I don't know, but I do like people with accents, and Iskal is just, and look, he had his moments in season 10. I have to give him that. I'm just standing around here thinking of how I want to do this inside. I'm thinking it doesn't need to be super pretty. But how about I do this stone cutter, chisel, deep slate bricks. This is my usual sort of thing I like to do. Just put, so I'm going to use maybe some sort of deep slate bricks for the inside of these walls, but to just break it up, I'll use the chiseled deep slate, just like so, just to break it up a little bit. And then I'm going to need to take a trip back to base for a few more resources, I think. But let me finish what I can with the resources I've got on hand. Maybe see how far I can get now. If I break this, that water is going to come flowing out here, and I don't want that just now. And listen, Dino Dan, thanks for the chat. You know what? It's the reason why I decided to do a live stream. And before you go, could you just quickly tell me how's the audio, music and all those sort of things? It is rainy season here, so we do have a lot of crickets, and the chirping is driving me crazy. I don't know, is the chirping of the crickets very obvious in the audio of the stream? I did try to add a filter to sort of minimize it, but yeah, if you could just give me that little bit of feedback before you go, I would really appreciate it. I think I don't know how long I'm going to stream. I was originally thinking up until about 9 p.m. local time, which is in about 15 minutes. But I might go a little bit over, and then if you're interested, I'm planning, I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, and I'm planning to do streams more frequently, maybe about every evening, every day about this time. Just have a few other projects that's also taking up some time, so it's not always 100% possible, but wherever I can, I want to start getting into regular streaming, more frequent streaming, building up the skills, building up the what should I call it, the on the spot sort of conversation, or talking to myself sometimes, talking to my chat other times. But yes, anyway, it's been lovely having you. Yeah, the thing is, with my voice being a little bit muffled, that's the filter that I've got on to try and get rid of most of the cricket noises. If I switch the filter off, then the crickets are really if you're still listening, and I can quickly see if I can get into that setting. So if I switch off the filter, just listen. You hear that chirping noise, and it's just such a high-pitched chirp that I really can't deal with that. But anyway, as I said, thank you for watching, and if you're still watching, even if you're not active in chat, I'm more than happy to just mumble along and do a little bit of building, and eventually see what we can come up with, and how we can make this world look beautiful. I mean, it's definitely never going to be on the scale of Hermitcraft, but at least I can make it pretty enough for my purposes, or my intent. I think I have said it, I've been playing Minecraft for, well, close to, if not over 13 years, and for most part of that I've been playing modded Minecraft, playing mod packs. I mean, these mod packs adds so much to the game, but lately I found that the joy of more vanilla sort of gameplay, has really caught my attention, and I think something. A lot of Minecraft players are not happy with the drop system that Mojang has introduced. I think to me it adds more content more frequently, and personally I feel that that brings, it adds a little bit more excitement to the vanilla player, and that, well, having your player base excited about new drops all the time definitely keeps the game going. I mean, how many times in the past have people said yes, but Minecraft is over, Minecraft is dying? And I think currently now in 2025, I personally feel that Minecraft is probably stronger than it's ever been before. If you look at all the content on YouTube, all the different sorts of content, and I do personally, when I watch YouTube or when I watch Minecraft content on YouTube, I watch so many different types of Minecraft gameplay. Personally, currently I'm a little bit off of the quick cuts, the surviving 100 days in ultra hardcore. Those videos are very fast paced, and I think currently I'm a little bit off of that. Not to say I'll never watch it again. For now, I am a little bit over that fast paced sort of things. Currently I'm watching Building with B-Dubs from BOO. He's single player survival, and that's one thing about BOO. Like you said, now my voice is a little bit muffled, and it's sort of charming or relaxing to listen to, and that's what I find with B-Dubs and the way that he talks in his videos. It's such a, to me at least, it's such a cool and calming sort of vibe. But yes, as I've said, I've been watching a lot more slower paced Minecraft videos lately. Even watching streams, and when I'm watching streams on Twitch, I do enjoy watching smaller creators. The reason being, like, if there's 5 or 8 people in the chat, you really do have a voice in the chat. When you leave a message in the comments or in the chat, the creator really has time to pay attention to all the members in chat. Anyway, now I forgot why I came back to base. I was looking for some resources that I want to use in that build, and now I can't remember what it was. And you know, the worst thing is I'm gonna get back on my horse. My horse is like what you're saying, they going back to old Minecraft survival series because of how slow they are, or how slow they were. Mumbo Jumbo posted a video, I think about a week ago maybe, where he's talking about the how Minecraft is evolved and basically going back to the old ways. But anyway, if you have to go, I'll see you again, my friend. Yeah, I hope you found some value in Zero's guide that I made. That video is really doing very well still, even after it's been up for so long. I'm thinking, here's the point. I wanna, with the live streams, I wanna do my survival gameplay, and I'm thinking of, on the video side, going back into the mod videos. I've been speaking to a mod creator, to Fuzz, lately, so I'm going to be doing quite a few more of his mod videos. But anyway, let me stop keeping you. You must have a lovely day further, Dino Dan. We will catch up again when you join the next stream. Cheers, bud. Anyway, for anybody else, in the stream, I'm going to be streaming for another 10, maybe 15 minutes longer. Then I'm going to call it for the night. And let me go back to this spawner. Maybe that'll trigger my memory as to what I was, why I went back to my base. Yeah, my memory. Oh, that's you see, exactly what I was talking about. I want to go and grab some tinted glass so that I can sort out this water column. Just do that. So here I go, all the way back to base again. This time hopefully I won't forget that I'm looking for tinted glass. So I know I have used tinted glass down underneath. Let's just leave my horsey here. I have got some tinted glass down here at the iron farm. Maybe that will no golem spawning as expected. But let's see, I think I've got some, well, only 10. Oh, ouch. Maybe I should. Okay, not a problem. We can just make more. Going up here, getting a little bit more grey stained. Oh my freaking hell. But anyway, I do have more glass, I'm sure. I need to trade with my villagers to... I have a lot of glass, don't I? Tons and tons of it. Now, let me quickly make a little bit of space. And then I can do this, grab a few emeralds, and should be plenty. And let me go and buy some glass and see what's the price for glass at the moment, because these guys has been cured. 4 glass for an emerald. Go 2 stacks. See what of these other guys are. Hello? Can I come in, please? Oh, you don't have. I need to level this one up as well. Maybe see if he can also do the glass trade for me. What book did I unlock now? Blast Protection 1. Well, that's not very useful. Blast Protection 1. I guess something else I need to do is maybe start building up a second set of armor and tools. Because this I do have this enchanting setup and I've got 37 levels, so I think maybe I should just do a little bit more enchanting, build up a second set of tools. But I'll do that later. Let me go back to the spawner. I just want to grab a few amethyst shards so I can make tinted glass. 42. That should be enough for now. And then I need to get a few. Do I have only 5 bamboo? Or do I have bamboo in here somewhere? Sure I do, but I think they're all bamboo blocks. Okay. Anyway, because I need more scaffolding. So let me just grab. Yes, this will be more than enough. So yes, everyone, plenty of farms to be built, plenty of work to be done, and I think I'm going to do a lot of that in streams going forward, so that I can focus my video time on more on continuing with the mod related videos. Now let's just drop the emeralds. No need them. Get a few pieces of scaffolding. That should be plenty. And haven't seen anybody complain about this chest monster, but just know I am aware of it and I will deal with it at some point. For now, while the sun is setting, let me have a little nap and see if Bella. Now Bella, my first Siamese cat I had was named Bella. So that's why this cat is also named Bella. And let's see if I wake up if there's a little present. Ah, another rabbit skin. Rabbit hide. What is it? Rabbit hide. Yes. The collection is growing. Well, Bella also brought me 24 rabbit's foot so far, which is definitely she deserves. I don't know, can I feed Bella a piece of fish? Are you hungry? There you go, Bella. Nice kitty cat. Best friends for life. And okay, so let me get back to the skeleton spawner and sort out that water column. There, and now we've got enough scaffolding to really work on this. So let me do this. There you go, now we can see the skeletons going up whenever I get to that part of the build. Put this glass away. That I'm done with you. I can put that away, put the bookshelves. Let me just clear up a bit of inventory space here. And then see, are we going to use deep slate bricks? Let me just get maybe half a stack of stairs, because I want to do a little something in here with the stairs. There we go. Let's start finishing this so that we can get these skeletons back to spawning. And well, while I'm working on the outside part of this build, I guess it would be nice for the skeletons to spawn while I'm doing it, so that we can gather up some bone blocks and, well, arrows and other things as well. But now I'm going to have a problem here, because I need to replace these blocks, but I guess it shouldn't be too much of a problem. The water is going to come out, but it's not too much of an issue. I could just gather all my signs. And then just do this and get the signs back in place. And yes, that's another thing, the signs. I used what I had when I was here, so they don't match. But my thoughts was that they don't really need to match, because you are never going to see those signs standing there or there where will be able to look into this spawner farm area. So perfect. I think this is going to turn out awesome. I do keep switching between my fortune and, or what is it, fortune? Between my fortune and my silk touch pickaxes. I'm not, it's sort of a combination between being accidental and on purpose. So the purpose of it is, I always tend to use my silk touch pickaxe for everything. But the problem is sometimes I need cobblestone, and if I use the silk touch pickaxe for everything, I don't ever have any cobblestone available. So that's why I do try to switch between the two pickaxes every now and then, just so that I can gather both cobblestone and smooth stone. Do we really call it because it's just stone, so why do we always keep calling it smooth stone? Is it in the past, the earlier days of Minecraft, was this normal stone? Has it always been called smooth stone until they actually brought in smooth stone? Well, I can't remember. And I guess that's not important either. Not now, and not tomorrow, and not anytime soon anyway. Now I'm going to I think I need to, while I'm here, while I've got the tinted glass, let's just see if I can do this. Maybe that one as well. There you go, that's better, and then we'll finish off with the deep slate bricks. Okay, everyone, I think let me get out of this place. I wanna leave this. Yeah, just take those nuggets with me. Cool. So I think this is the progress we've made for the day. I'll come back maybe tomorrow evening to do a little more. But for now, let me go back to base, go and trade with my villagers I mean, my tools don't really need all that much repairing right now. But I like to, every time before I log off, just make sure my tools and armor is fully healed up. That way, when I get back into the game next time, I don't need to worry about healing or repairing any of my tools and armor and things. Bella, let's take a nap. Meow. Gifts? No gifts. Nothing today. Well, that's alright. Don't worry about it. What are you hanging in the air? Don't. You... That's better. You scare me when you hang in the air like that. Since you're not a witch's cat. Oh, I don't think so. I don't believe so. So let's go and trade some potatoes, because I know the potatoes are gathering quite a bit. I haven't traded potatoes in a while. So let's just get, well, a couple of stacks. And see who wants potatoes. Okay, pickaxe repaired. Go for the shovel. Shovel done. Other pickaxe. You're done trading, you say? Do you want potatoes? Awesome, yes. Awesome. Awesome. A little more. And then my sword. Let's just grab another, I don't know, 2 stacks maybe. That'll be enough. And I didn't... Oh my. Do you do potatoes? No, you don't. And you? Yes, Noreen. And speaking of, since I see you do bread, let's get a few pieces of bread to go and feed the breeding villagers, as I think they are really out at the moment, and we don't have any babies ready to be reallocated or given jobs. And then do I take a few golden carrots from you as well? Thank you so much. And let's just throw a few pieces of bread in there. Jeez, but I've got a lot of bread. Well, let's just feed them. I guess they can. And then I'll put this stack of bread away. Go and put the emerald away. Alright everyone, so anybody still out there in the stream, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed this little journey. We're going to be, next time we'll continue working on that spawner farm right behind me, and I hope to see you then. You guys must all have a very lovely evening, and I will catch you again in the next stream. My name is Henry. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.